does that even mean, Bauer's game format?
Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again today for something a little bit different. Not sure if this is going to be a Bauer Spotlight or a Thoughts from the Corner, but I'm here with my game group, Adam,
Hello.
Jack,
Hi.
Lucy,
Nice seeing you again.
and myself. And we're going to be talking about Village in a Box and the expansion Water and People in a Box by Peter Jackson. This is available on the Game Crafter, and I'll be sure to post that link down below. We just got done playing a game of Village in a Box, and then we played with the expansion Water and People in a Box. And who wants to tee off first?
I'll go. I normally don't like, so this is a simultaneous trading and village building game. I normally don't like those kind of simultaneous bartering games, but this played really easily, and the expansion was a lot of fun. The expansion will draw a lot of, I would say, possible criticism, just because there's some unclear rules. There's a lot of stuff it adds.
There's one.
Yeah.
Let's not
There's
open up.
some
There's
extra
only
stuff.
one.
Fight.
There's-
There is one. So in the expansion, so in this game, what you're doing is you're going to have a handful of cards, and you're going to be building certain cards, but you have to have. So if you want to build a farm, you have to have a field. If you want to build a lodge, you have to have a farm and a road or some stuff like that. So that's in the base game, and then this adds extra cards, which is great. The water but then it adds people, which adds asymmetrical special abilities that we all get. We all get our own little unique thing. One of the cards, the princess, was not as clear as we would like it to be. But other than that, I don't think there were any other
I
rules
think it was
questions we
perfectly
had.
clear. It says any card, any with an exclamation
It just
point.
seems really powerful.
Yeah, it seems
I'm not
ridiculously
disagreeing
powerful.
with that. It's
because
super
then you
powerful.
also have all of those cards.
game-
Yeah,
Game's
it's game
good, though.
ending.
Yeah.
Like,
On the side screen, the game's super good.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
I
yeah,
liked
okay, all right.
It's
We'll
really
shelf
fun.
that. We'll shelf that. There is
We'll
one
fight about it
specific
outside
card.
later.
But can we all agree there was only one specific card? Rules
Yes.
wise, that was the only question I had. Period.
I would say, like, overall,
I agree
the
with that.
characters didn't really add much to me. Like,
yes. I think the expansion cards are great. I think they add a whole new layer of resource.
Yeah.
I love the expansion cards. I would gut the character cards.
See, and I like the character cards.
Yeah, I didn't mind the characters.
Well,
that's the thing. It impacted me. I kept trying to trade you all lodges
Oh
because
yeah.
I got points for lodges,
Okay,
even if they were in your town. Because I knew you weren't going to trade me the resources so that I could build it.
can you agree that it's kind of like Lords of Waterdeep, where like the roll is that super gives you a big push depending on what you get? Because
Yeah.
that's my
Well,
biggest problem with Lords of Waterdeep is that certain rolls are way better than other rolls.
I think that.
yeah.
I think I don't know if I'd say better in this case, but I definitely think I agree with you. They absolutely
Yeah.
push you one way or the other. I had the king, which meant that I was just pretty much impervious to whatever you guys were trying to do to me.
right,
which is
but
different,
at
but
the
for
same
you
time,
guys, yeah,
that
I
didn't really
agree.
matter
Yeah.
because I still stole 7 points at the end of the game.
Because like one had you like specifically it would like cancel out huts, so you'd be trading your huts and you'd be focusing for that, and one gave you more points for farms. So yeah, I think that's a really good point.
They're not the best, but overall, the game is, like, really enjoyable. Like, the whole, like, trading aspect. Because it reminds me, at least, like, the feel of it. I don't know if this makes sense, but, like, Carcassonne?
Carcassonne.
Carcassonne.
Right.
There's a lot of syllables. But that game, yeah,
Art
like,
is great.
the art is cute. I love it.
Components are good. The art is great. Everything's clear without being, too little or too detailed. It's just enough. So.
I mean, like, nitpicking on, like not the rules part of the characters, but, like, on, like, this, I wish, like, the cards themselves, like, had, like, little, like, there's how many are in the deck.
That would have been very nice. Because
Or
there is a
more
one-player
different-
reference card that does that, but it's
But-
only one amongst 4 people.
When you added extra cards, did that add more hills and farms and things?
I don't think it
in
does.
the- in
I
the
think it's
expansion?
just.
I think it's just, like, water.
Or it's just the water?
I
And
think so. I
that
think
sort of
it's
stuff?
just the water and the extra cards.
I think it's
If
one.
only we
well,
had the player guide.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it added extras, then that would mean nothing.
it wouldn't
I know,
negate.
but-
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But they could have just like added like more player aids. I wish I had more player aids because then we would have been like, here we added 20 more woods
And
and
I'm-
like 30 more hills.
And I'm going to guess that's a game crafter restriction at that point. They want to put as much game as they could in the box, but they had to sacrifice the player reference cards. Because this, once again, is the game crafter game. But like Jack said, I didn't have any issues with the cards themselves, like the textures or the thickness.
No.
And I actually really liked the artwork. I really dug how it was just enough.
Yeah.
Like if it would have been a little bit less, it would have looked like garbage. If it would look
Little
a
bit more
little
too
Well,
clumsy.
like it was very clear as to like what you needed and how to arrange it. Like I like that. They could have easily like made it too complex with the building things.
Yeah.
You know.
Age limit. I mean, I think
yeah.
easily you could have, semi-older kids, 10 plus play this.
Oh,
I
it
think
says 12.
12.
I think it said I could play this with my 8-year-olds in my class.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will probably bring this into my class and play it with 2
And
8-year-old girls.
it's
that I
really
know
nice. Like,
well.
this is a game that would be good for, like, not only families, but, like, again, it was a good game night filler game.
Yeah.
Yes, filler. I think this would be
Yeah.
a perfect filler game.
Great
And
filler.
here's the thing that I'm putting right now. If they came out with another expansion, and, like, I didn't even get it, I would want it. Like, I would immediately just want more
Yeah.
cards.
So like
Yes.
playing this game, the feeling I got was that first time you play Settlers of Catan and you're doing the trading and you're like, this is amazing. Like the trading felt like that. Like
Yeah.
I got that same like kind of rush, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, I have one gripe, and totally minor, and I'm assuming it's just to make it cleaner. They say you don't have to link the roads together. I think you kind of should have to, because then you get the picture of a village with
That
all
would be
your
so
roads.
much
that would be
harder.
so
I know
hard.
it
That
would,
be
but, like,
ridiculous.
that- Okay. Maybe Tony can zoom in on this, but like
Nope.
on the back of the
Nope.
box, it shows the roads all connected together. I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
would look way better. I get why they don't have that rule in there because it'd be a mess in terms of trying to read all the different
Yeah.
cards.
Well,
Just dive
also,
in.
when we got to the temple, we had already built like 4 other structures.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, how would you ever connect that together?
It would
But,
look
I mean,
cool.
it would. But plus, it would take a ridiculous amount of space on the table. But that's.
I should have
Yeah.
timed this, but I it says less than 30 minutes. So I think both of our games were probably in the 15 to 20 minute range.
Oh yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
But this is a game I would definitely play for. Yeah, this is a game that I want. Because there's games that you want like your friends to have, and then there's games that you want to have.
Mhm.
Like this is a game that I would want to have, even though if Tony has it.
Yeah, this should be the perfect kind of game you just throw in a bag.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, we got 3 people waiting for somebody to be in 15 minutes. Like, this is a no-brainer.
So that says 2-player. I don't know that I played it 2.
That's actually what I was about to bring up. I think that the
Unless there's some
trading and the
extra
interaction
rule.
Yeah, there's-
is going to be best at 4 and 3. At 2 players, the only difference is you go to 30 points as opposed to 20.
But even then.
But is there like if
That
there
is
was like a
just what
bank
you
rule
get.
where you could like
Trade
Discard
Yeah,
a
if there
card
were
and
6
blind
cards
draw?
out here and you had to
Yeah.
swap them.
then I think it'd
Yeah.
be perfectly fine at 2-player
Yeah.
as long as you had some sort of independent mechanic.
I think that's a really solid point too. I think this is probably going to be ideal at 3 and 4 players. Haven't played it at 2 players. Going to play it at 2 players. My wife. I'll post a video. You can check that out.
Mhm.
What
But
do you think about 5? I mean, I don't see why you couldn't go to 5. There's no.
It would be a lot of people, though. That's. The
I
thing.
would love a lot of people. I
think-
love all
no,
the
actually,
trading.
with the expansion, I think that there's plenty of cards that
Yeah.
you can do 5.
And here's the thing.
I
with
wouldn't
the
go
5
more than that, but I think 5 would be fine.
I think 5 would be great because there were some times. There was one particular time where I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no, I'm going to up the deal. I'm going to up the deal. And the more people you have, the more it's like, oh yeah, I'll throw something else into
You,
know.
and I
yeah,
both want
sure,
huts,
sure.
and now we're trying to sell
Huts
better
were
on.
so like.
So I think I would be great, and I wonder if it's just a card limitation thing as well. It could be, but overall, I think we all thought that. I'm not gonna say good. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
great
This,
game.
This is a game I could easily, if you don't have it, if you have someone who's like not used to board gaming or just like doesn't like know like anything beyond like Monopoly or even like Settlers of Catan is like now it's something you can get them into
And it's simple.
relatively easily.
Simple
get
is
them
not a bad
talking.
word in this case.
Oh yeah, especially if they're like shy. Like this is a game like it's hard to get sometimes shy people to get into board gaming. This would be a good time to get them to talk to people.
Yeah.
And just like because they have to.
You
Because,
have
like
to.
say if like the
Oh,
person
sure.
who you know like is talking to somebody else, it's like well I gotta talk to this guy to win
Yeah.
because I won't lose. I refuse to.
This is what I like to call a chameleon game. I can bring this out at game night. I can bring this out at a family game night, and I think it's going to go over just as well.
Oh yeah.
Couples night, you got a couple coming over. I think it's going to go over well. I think it's a great point. I think this is a fantastic gateway game,
Gateway game.
game night filler game, end of the night type of game. I think we're all in agreement. Village in a Box, great expansion.
Great.
50-50
No
on.
characters.
It's great.
I
love
like it. I think it's great.
No characters.
I like how critical you are. I like it. But there you go. Village in a Box, water and people in a box. Looks like my cup of tea. Be sure to check it out. I'll post the Game Crafter link down below. If you're enjoying what we're doing, please be sure to click on that Patreon down below. Throw some support. It really does help support the channel. And in the comments below, let me know. Somebody else asked some questions. My last question sucked. Random. Off the top of your head. Don't think about it. Don't think
Best
about
concert you've ever been to?
Ooh, that's actually a good one. Who wants to go
All of
first?
them.
Oh, I went
I've
to
been
a
to
Halloween
canceled.
concert with Breaking Benjamin.
I know
Was
that
like the warm up for the headliner that I don't remember who it was because they were so good.
Yeah.
Like they were all in. He had
When
the
was
best.
this? If Breaking Benjamin was not the headliner. This must have been 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, it was a long while ago. But he had the lead guitarist or singer or whoever had this amazing Superman outfit on it. Like I've never seen one that looked that good, and it was
Yeah.
just like perfect. And like they had all kinds of stuff going on. It was amazing.
I've been to a lot of really good ones, but probably the best, just because it was totally random. Went to 3 Days Grace, who opened for Stained, and my buddy and myself and my brother, we just had like normal, random nosebleed seats, and then he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go, sneak in somewhere and get us better seats," and me and my brother were like, "Oh, you're full, whatever." Well, so he runs into this other girl we went to school with. Her mom was a DJ for this local radio station, and they were really good friends. So he comes back and says, "Hey, I met so and so. Let's go sit in the VIP lounge." And so we got to see Stained in the VIP lounge, like sitting in the glass box.
Nice.
Nice.
Was this old 3 Days Grace with the original band or the new one? With the
No,
new lead singer?
old 3 Days Grace. So this was
Nice.
probably 10, 15 years ago when they were all touring. So.
No, for me, it was just like all of them have been canceled. Like I want to go add like a thing for the Killers. They were canceled. The one that upset me the most was like finally Avenged Sevenfold was playing in Fort Wayne,
Great.
and like the day of they canceled, and then they said like a couple of days later they're gonna have it in Indy, and if you were canceled in Fort Wayne, you could just pay half the tickets. And like I was like a teenager at the time, I was like 15. My mom was like, "I'm not driving you down there."
Yeah.
I was so upset.
That stinks.
Indy seems to cancel a lot of concerts. I don't know what's up with that, but it's kind of
it's-
lame.
For me personally, it was Bud Light Port Paradise Cruise that a buddy of mine won, and his girlfriend and him were fighting at the time. She didn't get a passport in time because she was like, "I'm not going." She's like, "No, we're gonna go." She's like, "I'm not going." She didn't get a passport, so I got a passport, and I gotta go see Dave Matthews Band on a private island. He played for like a couple hours acoustic, and the coolest part was there was no backdrop. It was literally just the stage, and behind him was just the ocean. And I still remember sitting on this big raft and listening to Dave Matthews and drinking a beer, and it was burned in my brain. One of the best moments ever. So that was my best concert ever. But let me know in the comments below. Good question, Jack. What was your best concert ever? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
See yas.
I'm cutting that out.
What? What'd you cutting out? See yas?
Yeah.